It's been a long day.
Back into the smash of things. We're gonna be. Oh yeah, of course it's PeachIt. So we're gonna be seeing Peach Palutena again.
Because I was actually checking the bracket for Dragon Ball Fighters that we were talking about earlier. Darky losing to Big Bot Jackson was sent to losers by Fidelity. Resets the bracket but actually loses 3-0 on the next set of Grand Finals. So Fidelity taking the first place for Dragon Ball Fighters. Big Bot Jackson second, Darky third. But now we're on to winners semis. Xeon versus 420PeachIt.
So you're more familiar with PeachIt, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, he's PC as well. I want to see what he does differently. For example, that XL0 wasn't doing. Will it give him an advantage and I be able to actually take it over Xeon? Or would Xeon be able to adapt and, you know, kind of maintain that same rhythm he had against XL0?
Yeah, the first thing that I'm going to say is that PeachIt is a lot more patient than XL0 when it comes to the gameplay overall. And I think his Peach is a lot more polished than XL0's in regards to the combo game, the turnip setups, and the usage of the down tilt as well, as we just saw, making it a lot closer than what XL0 did in the last 2 games of the set.
Yeah, I see Peach's down tilt, like, it's used especially when seeing Samsora. It's like play and players of his caliber. They kind of use it in a sense, like it's not the same purpose, but it's being thrown out in a sense similar to how Marth would throw out his down tilt, right? You kind of just use it in neutral and see what you can get from it. In the case of Marth, of course, it's a more, you know, stay out of my way. I'm gonna keep you at mid-range, but Peach is like, hey, I'm gonna do 70% from this down tilt. There's reasons.
But for the edge guard situation, the turnip actually getting the stage spike, but you know, Palutena is gonna recover well enough. And that's a dash attack connecting all 2 sets. That's another change that they actually made to the dash attack in this patch, making sure that every hit connects nicely. That's good DI by PeachIt. That would have killed anybody else. And he does go for that hip toss every time he's actually closer to the ledge. So Xeon needs to be careful and actually try to see if he can punish it, making sure that it actually delays a little bit more than just the 2 frames that it takes, taking the second stock of the set.
I was gonna say when that Nair took the kill from Palutena. Wait, English. You guys understood me. Point being, Nair's such an excellent tool. Like it's a kill move, it's a combo move, and
it does your taxes.
It does your taxes. It's, you know, and it's especially difficult to deal with. Okay, that was greedy.
Wait, what? That was greedy. I mean, it's Palutena, Loquan.
No, but that
we recover those.
Maybe the camera tricked me.
Maybe he looked really low though. He looked really low. Maybe he used the second jump and then used his up B and it extended a little bit further up.
Yeah,
the momentum.
That was weird. Like you're not Lucina. Something's weird.
It's like the Smash gods just said you are going to recover. See, he's using a lot of the hip toss. He needs to be careful to not make it so telegraphed as well. That can get punished. Throws out the Mr. Saturn, but I think he should have held on to it a little bit more. Then again, Peach doesn't really like other people using Mr. Saturn, so it couldn't have worked to his favor. Nevertheless, this is good back and forth by both PeachIt and Xeon. Oh my goodness, almost killing. See? Tries to go for that side B again, and Xeon covers the option with the Nair. He's been actually telegraphing it. He needs to be careful with that.
Yeah, as you were saying, he caught on to that recovery option that PeachIt has been taking.
That was a good turnip. Kept the second jump, is not going to get it. That's a Gimp at 178%.
I want to see a little bit more mixed turnip play of the ledge, I want to say. Because PeachIt is always going for, you know, grab turnip, throw it down when Palutena is recovering. But you have other mix-ups you can use. You can throw your turnip up, get another turnip in your hand. Or, you know, try to get any other setup, right? But it's not something, like, it's something that Xeon has been able to play around now. He's like, okay, he's just going to throw the turnip down when I'm on ledge recovery. Just throw my teleport in this particular situation. I'm just going to grab the ledge for free. You know?
Xeon is establishing very good control and awareness of the stage, getting PeachIt out to 129%. And we see sort of the situation that XL0 actually found himself in just a set earlier. So Xeon is actually trying to catch on a little bit more. So PeachIt is trying to actually turn it up a little bit more, trying to make sure that he throws the safe options from Peach's kit.
And it's his okay dash attack, not doing it yet. This is really close. This time, Xeon actually wanted to punish that scenario, not scenario, that side B from Peach. A little bit late on that.
That was scary. That Palutena was just running towards Peach, and that back air, that my apologies, that back throw was going to do it to actually get the first game to Xeon and see how Peach could actually adapt and move a little bit closer to actually reach that winner's final set. Otherwise, we're going to see Xeon versus Xeon again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say it hasn't happened in a while, though. In Ultimate specifically.
Yeah, it is refreshing if we see Xeon versus Xeon. Then again, I kind of don't want to see it. But
And
I mean, PeachIt is PC, so I gotta root for my boy.
gotta be impartial.
I get you.
Of course, if we have an ET winners finals, you know, it's part of it.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized.
Either way, that let's ignore that for now. We're back into this match. This is a little bit, you know, a lot of very good ultimate play. This is something we need to concentrate on. Ignore all these fares that are coming in and carrying you across the stage, thinking like you're Sheik from Smash 4, but you're not.
58, 74% out of the fair chains and the flare chains and the down throws and the dash attack, the connecting.
Everything is happening.
Everything is happening. So, okay, Smashville was the counterpick choice for PeachIt. What do you think of this counterpick?
We need to see what he was having trouble with in the last game. And I don't want to say that he had... Like, it was just... They were going back and forth, really. There wasn't a lot of difficulties. So... I don't know, really. I'm trying to figure it out as the match goes on.
Now, we saw XL0 actually take the game. The only game that he took from Xeon was actually in Smashville. So it might be a popular stage among Peaches. Close range. If you're going to have an opportunity to camp, it's not going to be that often as well. Actually trying to throw him upward because the forward throw is not going to kill. Try to cheese him a little bit with that up there.
Yeah, get to the different... the DI mix-ups on the grab,
DI
right?
mix-ups, yes. Connecting with one of the hits of the down air, making sure that it stays out of the ledge as well. So we saw Xeon actually going for the forward smash, but PeachIt retaliated with a back air, if I'm not mistaken, and taking away the first stock. Tosses the turnip, and that nair covers everything that PeachIt was trying to cover as well. So
yeah, I don't know. I think this stage, like, it just gives Xeon a little bit more movement options with that top platform. Battlefield, of course, is one of those stages that gives it to him a lot, but, you know, it allows him to land a little bit differently. So, you know, I want to see how PeachIt approach that, considering it's his counterpick, right?
At the same time, as I mentioned before, I think XL0 actually limited the movement options that Palutena had in this stage. Because the Battlefield actually has a lot more stages because it has 3 platforms. It's a lot easier for Palutena to actually move around, make sure that she sets up properly. Okay, I'm gonna throw out the explosive flame here. He doesn't get that break in Smashville. It's a lot closer and it's a lot scrappier. So PeachIt, it seems like PeachIt wants to play a lot scrappier and make sure that he gets 1v1 in regards to, you know, tussling and going back and forth rather than just play the spacing game. It seems that he's more comfortable being aggressive and catching the side B again, as I mentioned before.
See, we're saying it's not something PeachIt has been, you know, limiting or just simply not using anymore, as after Xeon has been punishing that quite consistently. And we see that Xeon is actually going for that all the time on edge guard. He's just dropping a little bit lower from the ledge and going for nair, trying to catch that Peach bomb.
Racking up 47% at the last stock of possibly Peach's last run in the winner's side. 147%. Now he's spacing that out a little bit more. He's establishing a better rhythm. Tosses him backwards. And there's not quite gonna connect.
I'm so used to, like, air dodge baits at this point. Like, I was seeing that down air from Xeon. Like, he was just waiting for it.
And dash attack kills by PeachIt as well. He's trying to get a Stitch phase, maybe, possibly. Oh, combo. Oh, and that's not gonna connect yet though. But good. That's a good 72% on Peach. Just like that, it's almost tied.
I thought that was gonna be the stock, but Xeon, you know, smashed the DIing away. Like I need to be higher, DI, you know, super hard away because you know I don't want to get hit by a fair.
So there's two things that I'm noticing right now. It's the fact that PeachIt is using a lot of neutral get up. Oh, Explosive Flame actually gonna hit him, and that's a 2-0. But there were two things that I've noticed a lot. That his usage of neutral get ups is quite consistent out of the options that you have, and the Peach Bomber on the ledge. So say on Telegraph, specifically on